Gather round, everyone, and heed again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, everybody, and happy Wednesday. So, last time we defended Tian Monastery, as well as unlocked a little bit more secrets within Stormheim. And before we get started again, people might notice we're back at the Order Hall. Nothing major, but we're going to make a habit of stopping at the Order Hall just to get people used to that idea, if you've never done this before. Because I do know that there are one or two of you that haven't played WoW and like when I give these tips. So there you go. Now, we did actually have some Tiger Initiates to come and claim. So let's go ahead and grab them. So they'll probably be really helpful later on. And we actually got an achievement, training the troops. So we recruited 5 troops. Yay. And we should have a mission ready to turn in. And that would be Twisted Souls. Okay, now we can get access to Lily and Shen again. And people might remember we held off on doing this tracking the Tidescorn because I wanted to get Shen back. So now that we have him, let's go ahead and do Shen.
I need a drink after this.
The Monkey King.
'Cause heads I be slamming.
And the cool part is, so we have Ox Initiates to be able to work with, which increase the success chance of missions by 15%. But we also have Tiger Initiates, which are advanced versions. So they get a success chance of missions by 30%. And this would probably push me a little bit further into bonus experience. There you go. So an additional so we have a 16% chance. Not that great, but we could at least work with it. Plus, they have a little bit more help. Obviously, they cost more, so that's why that plays into it. We'll use the Tiger Initiates for these particular quests. And I don't want to keep other people not doing anything. So, let's see, we could do gold, or we could do Glittering Seas for XP. We'll probably do XP. Not only do we have a Murloc problem, we have a Murloc that's stolen Vrykul armor. See if you can put a stop to Grgvalgal, the Conqueror. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Lily.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
We're sending out Terran just to get some experience.
Strike hard, strike fast.
And for the heck of it, we're going to send out the other Tiger Initiate just to see if we can get, yes, so a 21% chance for bonus experience. Let's do that. Okay, so that should do it. Let's see. Anything else that we need to do here? We still need to get some Crackling Jade Lightning. So we're not going to... Well, actually, you know what? Can we just do those on the training dummies? That'd be awesome if we could. Because up here is some training dummies, and I'd just like to turn this quest in and not have to worry about it. So Crackling Jade Lightning. Yes, it works. So boom. We have continued our training. Shh, don't tell anybody. We've continued our training, so let's go talk to High Elder Cloudfall. And at least turn this quest in. For the supply deposits, we're going to need to do a little bit more work, but that'll be fine. Actually, do we have anything? I'm going to double check and see if we can turn in some Laystone.
Tell me of your travels.
Okay, further training. Very impressive, indeed, Drakfu. I had no doubt that your form is in still top-notch.
Family, friends.
Okay, so it doesn't give us an additional quest. I have a feeling because it's connected to the supply deposits. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Lao Shu.
The eyes of one who has traveled much.
No, you can turn in Silkweed Bandages, High Mountain Salmon, and Spiced Rib Roast.
May you find mastery in your passions.
We might splurge and just get that in the auction house just so that we don't have to worry about that later. But actually, yeah, let's go ahead and let's I want to at least see what the price is right now for those things on the auction house. Let's go ahead and head over to Dalaran, and then we will head to Aggramar and just see the prices. Because if I can just get that done right now, I'm going to do it. Just so that we can say we're up to date on the quests and we can go out to Stormheim and continue things on. So first of all, happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. We're in the middle of January. We're getting there. I'm already kind of feeling the real shift to active schedule again, but it's okay. And a lot of people would actually make the argument, you're not that active anymore. I still am kind of active. If anything, What's changed is Friday is a lot more freed up, and that's just so if I have a vlog or a review, I can put that there. In the meantime, though, you guys get all of that. And also, really quick to the Diablo fans that actually do watch this, I am still working hard. I think... because I had to make a correction last time. I was actually near the end of Act 2, and since then, I am starting up... I think I'm in the middle of Act 3. I'm still working on that damn quest that takes forever, and you have to go explore in the jungle to get all the pieces of... oh, I can't even remember... it was like Kaleem's Will, trying to get that. So the other thing, too, is like I'm taking my time with it, and simply because I want to get as much experience as I can, I'm trying to build a Whirlwind Barbarian, and you need to be level 30 to even get Whirlwind. So I'm taking whatever experience I can get and utilizing it. Okay, so now we are at... we are at Dalaran, and actually really quick, so somebody was giving me a little bit of crap, saying, well, if you don't have the Dread or Pathfinder, then you probably don't have the Legion one. Technically, yes, I do. I'm just doing the Azure Water Strider, trying to get a ground experience. So yes, I do actually have the Legion Pathfinder. I don't have Draenor Pathfinder yet. I really need to get to that. There are a lot of things I need to get to because I'm literally recording this on the eve of patch 7.3.5 hitting, which is supposed to do a lot of the... I believe that's the one that's supposed to be doing a lot of the leveling adjustments. So now all of Azeroth is basically 1 to 60. Then you can actually choose which expansions you want to go into for your leveling experience, because we're going to have new sub-races pretty soon that we can do that. Oh, and somebody actually wanted me to comment. So we actually know that we now know the requirements to be able to get your first sub-races in Battle for Azeroth. So we know for Void Elves, for Nightborn, High Mountain Tauren, and Dark Iron Dwarves. At least I think we do for the Dark Iron. I'm not sure on them. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly too because we're battling colds here. I know for the Void Elves, you have to get exalted with basically all the Argus factions, I believe. Then for the Nightborn, you have to be exalted with the Nightborn. With the High Mountain Tauren, you need to be exalted with the High Mountain Tauren. And what is the Dark Irons? I can't remember that one, but yeah, a lot of people have kind of reached out to me going, I don't like that. That's very anticlimactic. We were hoping to go through some events. I'm there with you. I think an exalted, it's fine, but I wish that there was a little bit more. Here's hoping that the starting experience makes up for that, because that's really my worry, is that it won't. But
I know a buyer when I see one.
so let's see. Silkweed Bandage was one of them. Okay, Silkweed Bandage for 20. It's about 100, and we just need 10 of them. You know what? I've got 8K. I haven't really worked on stuff for a while, but let's actually just do this. So give me 4, 5. That should give us 100.
Can I interest you in a payment plan?
Well, we'll see. I don't know if that's actually going to be how it works, and if that's going to be a problem, then there we go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and head back to the Wandering Isle and see if that works. I doubt it, but we'll at least get that question answered. And some people have already been asking, will you be doing stuff on the sub-races for World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth? Yes! In fact, if that comes earlier than the beta, maybe I'm kind of tempted to not do the beta? I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But really, I mean, if I was going to do the beta, the thing I would do would be to check out... What was I going to say? It would be to check out the sub-races and see how they work.
You are most welcome.
Okay, so Silkweed Bandages. Oh, so you can turn in 5 at a time.
May the red crane.
So that gives you 5. All right, so yeah, we're good. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and turn this in a couple of dozen times.
Life is to be savored. May you find mastery in your passion.
Okay. You know what? Chocobo break.
May the
Okay. We got it all. Let's go ahead. Turn this in.
One who has traveled much.
Wonderful. Yes, yes. These supplies will fill our storehouse for weeks to come. Thank you so much, Grandmaster. We could have dealt with food and fish, but you gave us bandages. All bandages.
Slow down.
Thankfully, there are other monks who gave us other things. Okay, now that we have that. Also, really quick, I want to... Yep, use that. Oh, no, never mind. It only works once. That's okay. We have our Ox Initiates back. Okay, so now that we've got that done, and we don't have to worry about any missions here, let's head back to Stormheim. And for that, quick magic cut. Okay, we are back at the Valley of the Sword. So remember, Javi gave us a task to take care of some of the champions that are vying for the wanting eyes of the champion here, or the representative of the Aegis here. So here's what we're going to do. And also we have a bonus quest, so we're going to try and complete that as much as we can. All we have to do is take care of some of the various champions trying to get in here. And one of them is for the Drakfu, which are actually a race based in High Mountain. Oh, and we just got a new quest. Blood and Gold. The challengers gathered in the Valley of the Sword have brought with them offerings to the Watchers of the Vault. It might be a good idea to take some of these offerings with you to help in appeasing Yotnar. Yotnar, that was his name. So, boom, let's go ahead and keep on questing. So like I said, the Drakfu are native to High Mountain, and you will probably deal with them a little bit more in that than you will here. They're just here because, well, everybody's trying to buy for their eyes being, for Yotnar to cast his eyes upon them. And here's Slash Gutspill, who is basically their champion. There we go. I'm not wasting my artifact ability on you. There you go, Gutspill's head. And we actually got a tribute for him as well. So this is where the Gutspill ones are. Rumblehoof are the High Mountain Tauren, so it makes sense that they're here too, if the Drakfu are as well. And we also have one for the Felskorn, which is the Corrupted Vrykul, as you guys will see in a little bit. We'll get to know their leader very well in most of Stormheim's story, so... Fist of Fury! I will not lose to you! So here's another Rumble Totem. Or Blood Totem, sorry. And Blood Totem is actually interesting because they're kind of the warrior clans in High Mountain. So, again, I have a feeling we're going to go into High Mountain right after this, so you guys can see that. But the Blood Totem actually are another faction that we'll have to deal with. And there's their champion, Grow Rumblehoof. Probably why I thought it was Rumble Totem. There we go. And you get Schwen. Right as I cast it. Well, thank you to you too, buddy. There we go. So Rumblehoof's head. And we're 26% into the challengers. I want to be able to do that before we turn it in because I think the quest no longer is available after you turn in the specified stuff. Go ahead and kill these guys off. Thankfully, if you kill off the champions too, you get credit for that. And over here is the Felskorn, which you can actually see down here. They're Vrykul, but they're using Fel. They're evil. There we go. We'll take their banner too. We only need 2 more tributes. Oh, we'll grab some Laystone. And then we'll take care of this Felskorn Raider. Yes, they are Vrykul who have sworn a pact with the demons. Almost as if saying that not everybody is good on Azeroth. Some factions will take the deal if it's given to them. Oh, hi, Felskorn Warmonger. Nope, that's not you. Oh, where's the champion? I can't remember. Oh. Is he dead already? Did somebody kill him? Dang it! Oh, never mind.
The champion is nowhere to be found. Over. The heads of the other champions will have to suffice.
I'm sure they will be more than happy with the sacrifice that we give them, Hobby. Don't worry. Yotnar will still cast his gaze upon me, as I am committing many acts of war, or at least showing my superiority on the battlefield. Screw you. There we go, tribute. Over 50%. I think for everything out here, it's like 2% each time. But I want to get this because it's bonus XP. And bonus XP is always helpful. There we go. Now, technically in Legion, you can start wherever you want. I just started in Stormheim because I like the story here. But, like, technically, we could have started off in High Mountain. That's why the 7.735 update is actually really cool to a lot of people. Is first of all, it takes Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor and makes them 1 to 60. So it's like Legion, where you can level wherever you want. Quests won't gray out anymore, so the leveling experience is actually improved as far as I'm concerned. To all the naysayers out there. The other thing that's helpful on it is that now you can kind of pick expansion content that you want to go into. And I don't think I explained this very well in the BlizzCon videos, but because I got questions right after. Roughly, it takes 2 expansions and makes them the same level content. So Burning Crusade, for example, Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King are 60 to 80 content. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, you don't want to go to Outland. You've gone there too many times. You're sick and tired of seeing Hellfire Peninsula for so long. And you love Wrath of the Lich King. And you love going through the Howling Fjord and all that content. Just to make those continents last a little bit longer, you can choose where you want to go. If you love Outland, you can stay there and level until you're 80 and still get experience out of it. The same thing will happen with Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria. You can choose between the Cataclysm content if you loved it, or you can choose Pandaria. And some people have actually asked my choice. I'm probably gonna go, like, I've still got 1 alt I'm leveling, and I probably will level some of the sub races that way. But I will admit, I have thought about doing, like, one of them in, like, Southern Kalimdor or Southern Eastern Kingdom so that I can get, like, 2 of them going through the same areas. And then maybe one of them going through Burning Crusade and Cataclysm and the other one going through Wrath of the Lich King and Mists. If it was my personal preference without a recording agenda, I'd probably pick Wrath and Mists. I do love those expansions. I love Cataclysm too. I mean, it's on my, it's one of the better expansions in my opinion. Like, the only one I would say the content is extremely annoying to go through is Burning Crusade. It's simply because I've done it so many times. I would gladly do Cataclysm content over Burning Crusade. I've done Outland and I'm over it. So at that point, yeah, I'd probably pick Wrath and Mists. Those would be the ones that I'd want. The other thing, too, that I should point out is Draenor and Broken Isles will not change. Although I have seen later interviews basically saying that once we get an expansion or two down the road, they would actually consider merging Legion and Draenor. So at that point, you could choose to go through the Broken Isles or Draenor, whichever. And it would be... So, like, the first one would be 60 to 80, and then the other one would be 80 to... I think they've made it so, yeah, it's 80 to 90 for those other two. So the next one would be, like... maybe, like, 90 to 110 kind of thing. Because there's enough content that I think they could get away with that. Ooh, cool. I am sporting 88 miles an hour. Almost done. There we go. So that puts me at 92. More time, more time, more time. Boom! 96. 98. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm gonna grab you. There we go. So bonus experience and is that 200? Yeah, 200 order hall resources. That's gonna be awesome. So let's go ahead and turn these in before I drive people nuts. Oh, actually, we do turn them in at the building. I will admit, though, the only thing I'm worried about is that 735, we've now just recently heard the announcement that it will begin the...
Your ancient rites and rituals mean nothing to me, Yotnar.
Oh.
I will conquer your trials and take the Aegis for my own. Cower here in your cave while it still stands. The gods will not tolerate your actions, Vrykul. You will answer for your heresy.
So this is the God King. This is actually the Felskorn champion, and he is the guy that we'll be dealing with for a majority of Stormheim. And since Yotnar can speak without his body, let's go ahead and talk to him. This cannot be. What kind of gall does this Skovald have to disregard these ancient rites? This must not stand. So ahead of the game, an ironic gift you bring me, challenger. Yes, considering. It is a shame to see the first worthy challenger for the Aegis treating the trials with such disrespect. Such hubris cannot win the Aegis, for the gods will surely strike him down for his arrogance. You, however, seem different. You have shown that you are a worthy challenger. I will allow you to begin the trials. A trial of valor. To seek the Aegis of Aggramar. Actually, really quick, I want to see if he'll let me turn in all of this stuff before we start, because he gives us like 3. So, blood and gold. What is this you bring? You honor me, outsider. I appreciate your gifts, outsider. You show great respect to the trials. You do well to honor our ways. Yes. A trial of valor. To seek the Aegis of Aggramar, a champion must complete 3 great trials before riding into glorious battle through the gates of valor. Here you will find the knowledge of the trials you must seek out, as well as the first challenge you must face. Above us, adorning the central plateau, you will find the archive for the Trial of Valor. Seek it out and learn where your path leads. Okay. And we also have a Trial of Will. Upon the highest point of the plateau above, you will find the archive device for the Trial of Will. Seek it out to learn what awaits you in Thorim's Peak. Be on your guard, outsider. The one called Skovald has left behind many of his army, and they will no doubt be unfriendly. And then finally, we have the Shattered Watcher. When your adversary, the one called Skovald, completed his first trial, he used his ill-begotten powers to sunder my physical body. I cannot allow a contender to pass through the vault while I remain unwhole. His forces have no doubt scattered my pieces through the plateau, which they currently desecrate. Bring them back to me, that I may properly guide your trial. Okay, so we need to get all of his pieces and learn about the trials of will and valor. So let's go ahead and go up here, because all of that is pretty much done here. If you actually go in before, then you get nuked. So here we go. Here's Yotnar's left foot, as well as some Fjornskagel. That's actually really fun to say. Oh, and apparently I'm not skilled enough to be able to use it just yet. Omnitron defense system? What the hell? Okay. I don't remember if that was there before or not. It's been a while. Like I said, the one thing I'm discouraged about is the fact that 735 looks like it's going to start the whole send-off to the artifact weapons, and people kind of know my viewpoint on the matter. I really wish the artifacts weren't going anywhere. They are probably the best thing, one of the biggest things that has made Legion so entertaining for me is being able to get the various appearances. Now, a lot of the appearances will stay in the game, but they have since confirmed that if you are still working on your 7-2 Mage Tower artifact appearance, that will go away. So make sure to get that done before Battle for Azeroth. I don't know when we're officially doing the send-off, so get that done quick. And it should be doable. I don't know. I'm actually gonna be overdriving that because I haven't done it yet, and I really want to get that Werebear appearance for my Guardian Druid. That would be awesome. Oh, so this is the one about the Trial of Valor. Do we have everything else? We need Yotnar's left arm. Okay, really quick, let's learn about the Trial of Valor.
At the end of their life, a Vrykul's worth is determined by the great rulers of their people. If you wish to claim the Aegis, seek these ancient rulers and prove to them your merit. Only those deemed worthy shall pass the Trial of Valor.
Okay. So that's the Trial of Valor. And I believe the Trial of Will is up here, and probably the other arm I need. I am really sad that those artifacts are going away. Can I just say that? I am really pissed that they're going away. Well, they're not. You could still get the appearances, but I still wanted to be able to get, like, the Werebear appearance and a couple of others for 7.2. And I don't know if I have enough time to be able to get them all done. But I'm hoping that with Antorus out, it's at least a little easier.
Powering up archive device.
Okay, so this is the Trial of Will. Oh, no, you don't.
Archive device power at 50%.
Okay, that means we're gonna have more coming.
Archive device power at 75%.
Oh, and here comes a champion.
Archive device activated. The record is now accessible.
Okay, so now that should work. So here's the Trial of Will. Oh, do we have to use it again? Okay. There we go.
Orin are the oldest and wisest dragons in Stormheim. To fly with them is to sail amongst the gods themselves. Seek their blessing to pass the Trial of Will.
Okay, so we need to gain the acknowledgement of Vrykul Kings, as well as the Thorignir or the Storm Drakes, to be able to get the approval and pass the Trials of Valor and Will. Now, we also have all of Yotnar's pieces, so let's go ahead and put Yotnar back together and see if there's any others, because as you guys can see, there's a little story thing called the Trial of Might. That's actually, I think, what Yotnar takes care of. So let's go ahead and turn these quests into Yotnar's head. There we go. So, first of all, Shattered Watcher. Have you managed to find them all? Yes, I did. Wonderful. It is good to be whole again. And for that, we can get a 715 ring or a 715 neck. 618, 608. Yeah. Well, crit. Dang it. I actually have to bring the stats up again. I think crit is one that I actually need to go for. Okay, we're back. So, yeah, mastery and then critical strike. So this one would give me mastery, a little bit more mastery. So let's just go ahead and do that. Get the ring. And then, let's see, put that in with the 608. All right, so now we have Yotnar. And Trial of Valor. Oh, wait, he actually says something new. I see potential in you, outsider. I hope that you possess the power to overcome this Vrykul usurper and bring honor back to the great trials. So, Trial of Valor. You have learned of the obstacles that you must face. Do you wish to continue? Yes. A Trial of Will. The knowledge you've gained is a powerful tool to use against your foes. Do not forget this. A Trial of Might. I owe you my gratitude for making me whole again, outsider. It is clear that you are worthy to take on the trials. Go now into the vault. There you will find the archive for the first trial you must undertake. I will meet you inside. Okay, so now we actually have permission to go into Aggremar's vault. If you went in before this, these Vault Guardians would attack you. And since they're overpowered as hell, you die. And here is the Room of the Trial of Might. So over here, we need to learn about the trial, which I already know what it is. So, boom.
Activating sequence. Trial of Might.
I hope you are ready to face your first trial, outsider.
Oh, good golly, yes!
As the keeper of this vault, it is my duty to test the might of those who wish to proceed.
Yeah, kill him.
Prepare yourself!
Alright, we just gotta be a little careful. He's putting crap on the ground.
That is enough, outsider.
There we go. That takes you!
Unbelievable. Decades of waiting without a worthy challenger, only to be beaten twice in the same day.
Yeah. What are the odds?
You have passed the trial of might, outsider. Seek me at the vault's entrance, and I will grant you the blessing of the Watchers.
Alright, so all we gotta do is go outside the vault and turn this in with Yotnar, and he will give us a blessing. Which is actually really cool. It's one of those things that makes an emphasis on the artifact, so he will bless our weapon as well. So here we go. Yotnar! The trial is done, and you emerge victorious. It is a great feat you have done here, but you are not through yet. Many great challenges await you on your path to the Aegis. Okay, Blessing of the Watchers. As is your due for passing the trial of might, I will grant you the blessing of the Watchers. Furthermore, to aid you in your trials to come, I will bestow upon your artifact the power of the Vault's Keeper. May it serve you well in your time of need. Speak to me when you are ready to receive this gift. Now, he will give us the Blessing of the Watcher, which gives us 100 artifact power as well as like a buff for our artifact while in Stormheim. But he'll also give us our first ever relics. So this is going to be a Storm Relic, and with that, not only do you get item levels to your weapon, but you also get access to some of the talents that lay later on. You actually get a point in them, or an additional point. So, like, the points will cap after a while, but you actually can use these as, like, an extra point to boost that talent. So here we go. Let's go ahead and talk to him. You have shown yourself a challenger truly worthy of the trials. It was an honor to test you. I am ready to receive your gift, Yotnar!
You have shown true valor today, and for this I shall grant you a boon. Hold aloft your weapon, outsider, and receive a gift from the Titans.
Yay!
It is done.
Boom.
May our power aid you when you need it most.
Okay, so...
Go forth, champion of the vault.
So now we can turn this in. Or do we not turn... Oh, we may actually turn this in with Javi. So there we go. He has blessed us. He's blessed our weapon. Doesn't show right off the bat, but as we go along, there actually will be a full-on buff that happens from here. It's actually really cool. I don't want to spoil it. So, Javi! Javi, we're back!
I've been expecting you.
The trial is done, and you'll yet live. This land is full of wonders, yes? But it looks like the God King intends to give you trials on top of trials. Still, you must hurry, for even now, the next awaits. So we can get Breath of the Vault, which would be damage dealt by spinning Crane Kick. And then this one reduces the remaining cooldown on Touch of Death by 10% of the target dies while under the effects of Touch of Death or from Touch of Death. It almost feels like Breath of the Vault would be better, just in this case. So boom, and we got a rare upgrade for it. Yay! Will of the Thorignir. In the summit of storms, the dragons await. Born of the gods, we will test your will. They rest above Hirdshal, where their children serve as the Drekishar. But they are no allies to man or Vrykul, and so you must earn their blessing as they see fit. A friend of yours awaits in Hirdshal, no doubt searching for the answers you now possess. Go to her, and together, you will test your might against the storm. There we go.
See your fate.
So, now that we have that, first of all, let's go ahead and equip our brand spanking new relic. So we'll put that in the storm artifact slot. Yay, we got an additional point into Power of 1,000 Cranes. Which is good, because we're not even working on that just yet. But it also increases our artifact item level. So at that point, now we're 760 for it. And I'm actually also going to use the artifact power. Nope, did not level. Okay, so on to the next area. We are done at the Vault of Aggramar. Oh, screw you. I need to get out of here because it's a war zone. And it looks like we're going to be meeting with Dreadrider Cullen outside of Hirdshal. In the meantime, though, you guys can appreciate the sights of Stormheim. I will admit, I do love the sights here. Is it my favorite zone in Legion? No, that would go to Valshara. I really do love Valshara. But I do love this one as well. This is awesome. Oh, and actually, is this the area? I don't remember. There actually is some bonus quests that you can get throughout. I'm going to try and get as many of them as I can. But there is actually a bonus quest I think you can get in Stormheim, and I'm not remembering where it is. Oh, there we go. Duchess, yay!
Hey, it's you! I'm getting stir-crazy here. Please tell me we're going in.
Here we go. These Vrykul are so boring. Why does Nathano send me on missions like this? Does he really think the Aegis is here? I hope you've come to stir up some trouble. Well, that's why I
Good luck
go.
out there.
A grapple a day. So some old magic Vrykul is helping us out? I guess that's good. But this trial of yours might be tricky. You see, the only way up the mountain is through those big walls. You know, the ones with the big, mean-looking drakes on them. I scouted a bit, but couldn't get too far without those drakes trying to make lunch out of poor Duchess. The Vrykul have them trained, which can't be good. I say we sneak in. I managed to snag a few grapple launchers earlier. Grab one and meet me outside the city walls.
See ya.
Silly, I don't need those. I already have one. So here is Herdshall. Oh, what are you doing? Am I supposed to be following you or what? Again, I've done this Alliance version. I have not done Horde. And she just disappeared. So, no. We need to do this our own way. So, a grapple a day. We need to get in there. That's going to be easier said than done, but doable. You just need to find the right opportunity. In particular, we need to find one of these hooks. And then we can do this. Whee! And now we're in. We're in Herdshall. For all the good it did to try and keep us out, we're in. Ooh. Was I not supposed to go in right now? Oh, no, I wasn't, because here's Dread Rider Cullen. Okay, I was wondering.
There's a good spot right here.
Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this in with her.
You get airsick?
Yes, that should do quite nicely. No wings required. That thing looks like it's got the range to get us over the wall. There's a good spot to hook into right past us. You should be able to spot it from here. Once you're inside, do me a favor and see if you can distract the guard so I can slip through. I'll see what else I can find out about these Vrykul. So use the grapple launcher to launch over the wall at Herdshall.
Yeah, keep it up.
And she has additional
This
quests,
ought to be
so to
good.
weather the storm. When I was scouting this place out, I noticed the Vrykul here are no strangers to the treacherous mountain path we're trying to get to. They've got some specialized equipment they're using, and if I were you, I'd try to get my hands on some. You'll want to find some climbing treads to keep your grip, and an oiled cloak to keep you dry. They've also got these stones they carry to keep the lightning at bay, so you'll want to pick one of those up as well.
Stay lofty.
Boom!
You should be able to latch onto that spot at the top of the wall. Follow me.
I'm not following you, I know what to do. And this gives us a bonus objective of Assault the Drakjar. Which are technically Vrykul. So basically kill as many Vrykul as you possibly can in this area. Makes sense, right? Boom! Boom! I think if you free a Storm Drake, oil cloak, so now that we have that... get this guy too. Kill off these Stormwing Drakes! So those are a Storm Drake. I actually really love the design. Built to scale. The Vrykul around here seem to use scales from these drakes to fashion their armor. If you were able to gather enough material from the local drakes, you may be able to make something useful out of it. Okay. But first, we're gonna let loose these goats. Boom. You can also free the whelps. And that gives you a little bit. There we go. Dang it, man. He's stuck in the air, so I can't loot him. What the heck, man?
We are the masters of the storm!
That's cute. The little whelplings help me.
You've already failed. The
Have I now?
are broken.
There we go. I guess anything extra that we can kill is more than worthwhile. Oh, something in here we need. Let's let loose this goat. Oh, and there you go. Stormbreaker Rake here. And he had the enchanted lodestone, so awesome. We don't need to worry about that anymore. We just need the climbing treads, and then we're good. want to avoid as much conflict as I possibly can. So I know some really great areas to kind of finish out these bonus quests, and I'd rather just use those. Boom! There we go. Okay, 36%. Holy moly. Oh, man. And the downside is that we're actually running out of time today. And if we turn these in, this is kind of a point of no return thing. So I don't want to create a problem. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. But here we go again. We get the Storm Drake too. That'd be awesome. Here's an idea, buddy. He is a Vade Bug. Somehow these Drakes broke. I don't know if it's because I'm lagging or... No, I shouldn't be lagging right now. Rune Lord Ragnar. Is this guy rare? Well, let's treat him as if he is. 40%. Good job stunning me, I guess? Boom! No, he probably is just needed for a quest. He's just hard. Oh, Drake Rider!
We are the masters of the storm!
Let's go ahead and just knock these guys out. I don't care that you're a Galeborn, because I need to get some Scale Drakes, or Scale Drakes, Drake Scales. What the heck is wrong with me? I swore I woke up this morning and I could talk. Oh. I think we can help out with this.
To target something first.
Okay, that got us a little bit of a jump to 67%, so awesome. And we'll take on this Drake. Dang it. There we go, 29. And 72%, so we're getting there. Oh, I don't even care. Leave me alone, you Galeborn. 39.
You have already failed. The third year of broken.
So as you can see, these guys are kind of difficult, but as you level up, they lose some of their difficulty. I mean, they scale with you, so you'll still get experience, but they just don't get harder. So that's a plus. Okay, so 91%. We still need the climbing treads. We still haven't come across them yet. We're almost done with the Drake scales. There we go. This will boost us up to 99. Oh, cool. We could pull that guy down. Or we could take the Drake Rider. That'll work too. Yay! So now we have Assault the Drekashar completed. Got an additional 200 order of resources for that. And 49. Hey, are you still gonna be evade bugged or? Yay, he is not. Come on. There we go. So we have all 50 of the scales. Now we just need the climbing treads. Which are where? Up here, maybe? Yeah, I can already see the circle. So up here. And... oh, no. Actually, they're way down there. Well, this is gonna suck. Whee! Bonk. It's okay. At least I have an auto healing potion being used. For healing brew. There we go. So here's our climbing treads. Okay, so that's all the stuff we need. Let's go meet up with Cullen. And turn these in.
Here. I've got a plan.
All right.
Ready to fly.
Good luck with the distractions, boss. Those guards never knew what hit them, so no wings required. Those Vrykul were so distracted seeing someone flying through their village, they never noticed me slip by. I hope that didn't get you too much unwanted attention. I'm okay. I'm all right with it. All right, so to weather the storm. Were you able to get all the gear you needed? Yes, I was. Well, the sizing might be a big, but I think you can make them work. That path doesn't look too pleasant, so it'll help you be prepared. So you can get a cloak out of it, a 719 cloak, or... actually, this would probably be the better way to go. Because of the crit. Impalement insurance. It looks like the elements aren't the only thing that you'll need to worry about going up that path. Those harpoon launchers on the wall look pretty nasty, and unless we take them out first, they're likely to make short work of anyone trying to scale that path. They're up on top of the wall, so you'll need to use that grapple launcher to get to them. Just try not to end up Drake food.
Good luck out there.
Okay. Built to scale. What have we here? Good thinking. If the Vrykul can use the Drake scales for their armor, why not us? It shouldn't be too tough to work this into something serviceable. So, let's see, 623, 602, and there's a mastery right here, and a critical strike. We're gonna go with the belt. It's the lowest.
Lofty.
So, first of all, cloak and belt. Yay, we're already replacing parts. So, actually, the next thing is going to be to destroy the harpoon launchers. So, we'll actually go ahead and call it here. When we get back, we will continue to invade Herdshall and try to get to the Throganir so we can start the Trial of Will. We'll see you guys then on Monday.